Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the College Football Podcast with Bradley and Alec. Tonight on the show, you will get our plans for a perfect college football trip for the 2026 college football season, as well as we will talk about where if we think Shane Beamer is going to be the first. Shane Beamer is going to be the first coach fired this year, and an update on where we're planning on going for the 2026 college football season. Well, let's get started here without further ado with week one of the college football season. And I'm going to say something. We skipped week zero because to us, week zero is just it's an appetizer.
True.
So week one, who are your two games for week one that would be starting off the perfect trip?
I have Baylor and Auburn, and the reason why I chose that game is USF passed. See Byron Brown and Alex Golish in the SEC. Just throw that out there. That's why I picked that game. But also, too, this is a neutral site game. It's not.
I thought you were going to pick it for the fact that DJ Lagway's on Baylor.
And that's another reason why I picked the Baylor Bears as well, to see that, the former Florida Gator quarterback as well. But Baylor's an up and coming team. Auburn, again, we'll see how good they are. SEC.
I'm going to throw something in there. People are putting Dave Aranda back on that dreaded hot seat.
Well, every time that they put him on the hot seat, it seems that they win games. So I continue to do that in Texas, or that's where Baylor is.
Who is the other game you picked for week one?
Boise State and Oregon. And again, this is Boise State's time to shine. I think, didn't they move to a Power 4 conference? Did they move to the
I believe they're in the Pac-12.
Pac-12, okay. So now they're out of
Power 5.
Power 5. And again, Oregon is one of the top teams in the Big Ten, as they have been the last few seasons. I want to see the Mustangs play against teams that are relatively better than they are, you know?
You mean the Broncos?
Broncos, I'm sorry. Yes, the Broncos. Yeah, so I want to see how they play against the other Power 5 conference. So, yeah, that's why I picked Boise State and Oregon.
My week one, I start on Friday night with Toledo and Michigan State. And the reason I said Toledo, Michigan State, yes, there is a couple other good games that Friday. But I want to see Pat Fitzgerald's coaching debut as Michigan State head coach. On Saturday, I chose Clemson and LSU.
Dabo and Lane.
Yep. The Battle of Death Valley 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
And I also chose that because I'm pretty sure that's where game day is going to be week one.
I would say that you're probably
either there or Baylor Auburn.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Week two. I'll start. Week two, I've got two games. I've got Friday night, I've got Kansas, Missouri, the border war.
I don't want to talk about Missouri.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, the running joke is every time Brad picks Missouri, why don't you go ahead and tell them?
I picked them to win the SEC a couple of years ago, and they, didn't do very well. And every time I pick them, they play a bad game, and so I stay away from picking the Tigers.
And my other week two game is Saturday, and I said either Arizona State and Texas A&M because that's an early game. Then you could go from there, and you could go to either Tennessee, Georgia Tech, which is in, I believe, it's in Atlanta, or you could stay in the state of Texas and go from College Station and go over to Austin and see Ohio State and Texas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which I'm pretty sure week two.
That's where College Game Day will be.
Yeah, because people have already spoiled it.
Yeah.
Who do you got for week 2?
I am a little bit of a homer on my first game. USF is on the road in West Point to play the Black Knights of Army. The reason that I chose that game is I have never served in the military, but my grandfather did. He was a master sergeant in the Marine Corps during World War II. So that's the only military background I have in my family. But that would be a heck of a game to go to a military academy and be on campus at West Point. So I chose that game. And again, you may see these two teams down the road playing for the American Championship game as well down the road. And the other game I other game I chose, the Battle of Iowa. Iowa State, Iowa. How do you not pick that game? And Iowa, as we've a running joke on the show too, is Iowa's the gnat that you slap that doesn't go away. They just keep coming back. Kirk
And
Ferentz
they won't go away until Kirk Ferentz retires, probably.
retires. Yeah, so that's another reason I picked
Which,
that game is Iowa State,
who
Iowa.
knows? Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. When that's going to happen. When that might happen.
Week
Yep.
3, I have 2 games. The first one, I'll let you go first for week 3.
I have the first game, but I have is SMU Louisville. This is a conference game in the ACC. These got as of right now, they're both in the top 20 preseason. Louisville's an exciting team. So is SMU. I think they're on the rise. So that's the reason I picked that game. And then I picked LSU Ole Miss. How do you not have Lane Kiffin going back to Oxford on the road?
He's going to get booed out of that stadium.
That's all I'm going to say about that is Lane Kiffin. So with that game, LSU Ole Miss. Yep.
My 2 games for week 3. First one is Friday night. Go ahead and go to Lubbock, Texas. Texas Tech, Houston. Big 12 battle between 2 top teams, presumably in the Big 12, even though we know we're not going to get into the whole Brandon Swordsby.
Yeah.
I still believe in Texas Tech even without Brandon Swordsby, even though it's Will Hammond, which people are discounting and saying, oh, that's going to knock Texas Tech down. They're going to lose a few more games. Yeah, maybe. And then Saturday, I've got FSU Bama and Tuscaloosa. Rematch of last year. Bama's looking for their revenge. They lost to Florida State. And everybody started the rumors. Oh, we want – Bama fans were like, oh, we want Kalen DeBoer fired. We want him gone. Well, here's your chance to get revenge. Week 4, who is your 2 games?
Correct.
Nobody does food like Food City.
You're having internet. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. My co-host is having some technical difficulties. Well, I'm waiting for him to come back. So, ladies and gentlemen, we might have to end the show there because it sounds like my co-host internet went down. I know, but here's my week for college football perfect trip. Week 4, I've got 2 games. Saturday, Ole Miss versus Florida and South Carolina versus Bama. Week 5, I've got Ohio State, Iowa, and Michigan State, Wisconsin. Update on where I don't believe Shane Beamer is going to be the first coach fired. Week 6 of the college football season. I've got Georgia. The perfect trip for me is Georgia, Alabama. If Brad is able to come back on, I will let him give the rest of his perfect college football trip. Week 7, I've got Ohio State in Indiana and Georgia Tech, Virginia Tech. Week 8, I've got Ohio State I've got Miami of Ohio and Western Central Michigan. Week 9, I've got Clemson, Florida State, or Virginia Tech, SMU, or Oregon, Ohio State. That was week 9. Week 10, Friday game, Virginia Tech, SMU, and then Saturday, Oregon, Ohio State. Week 11, Texas, LSU. Week 12, I have Virginia Tech, Miami on Saturday. Week 13, rivalry, Tulane in South Florida on Friday, and Saturday, Auburn, Alabama. And here is the update on where we plan to go. We still have to put in media credentials for some games, which don't open until the beginning of August. So we'll know better the first part of August where we are going for our college football trips. So, but we'll keep you updated as goes. But that'll wrap up tonight's episode. We will see everybody back here on Thursday.